What if I told you that one of the most powerful transformations for your health, energy, and mental clarity doesn't come in a pill, a hormone therapy, or a trendy supplement? What if it's something as simple and accessible as what you drink before you go to sleep? This isn't pseudoscience or social media hype. If you're a man over 50, the way you support your body before bed could significantly influence your vitality, memory, hormonal balance, and overall performance across every area of life. Let's begin with an undeniable truth that many avoid addressing. After age 60, male testosterone levels decline by roughly 1% per year. Now, that statistic alone might not seem alarming, but consider this. According to Harvard Medical School, this slow hormonal drop affects far more than libido. It impairs muscle strength, reduces energy levels, affects the quality of your sleep, and diminishes cognitive resilience, the very tools we rely on to show up each day with purpose and strength. And here's the kicker. Many men unknowingly accelerate that decline through seemingly harmless nightly routines, especially poor hydration and inaccurate assumptions about what should or shouldn't be consumed before bedtime. Gentlemen, let me ask you, have you ever woken up feeling groggy, stiff, and mentally sluggish and chalked it up to age? That's not always the full picture. You see, even mild dehydration before sleep thickens your blood. Your heart must work harder throughout the night just to circulate oxygen. On top of that, inadequate nutrition, and yes, even that single glass of wine can increase overnight inflammation, disrupt your natural testosterone rhythms, and impair restorative sleep. Rather than healing and recovering, your body is stuck in a loop of nightly breakdown. Supporting your body during rest is no longer optional. It's essential. Sleep isn't passive, it's highly active. It's your body's primary restoration phase, the time when your hormones recalibrate, tissues repair, and mental energy resets for the day ahead. Think of it as the most natural, non-invasive form of testosterone therapy, if you optimize it. So where do we start? Not with prescriptions, not with exhausted trends. The real answers are in your kitchen and backed by science. Let's lay a new foundation. One of the most underestimated tools for improving overnight recovery and next-day performance is proper hydration. Surprisingly, studies from the Cleveland Clinic show that as we age, our thirst response weakens. We simply don't feel as thirsty, even if our cells are quietly signaling distress. Older adults often enter sleep dehydrated without realizing it. The implications are significant. Low hydration reduces blood volume, thickens circulation, and lowers oxygen transfer to your muscles, brain, and, even more crucially, your endocrine system, which regulates testosterone output during key sleep phases. Imagine trying to water your garden with a hose that's only half full. It lacks the power to deliver what's needed. Your body operates on similar principles. To restore that steady flow internally, here's a simple yet powerful solution. About 60 to 90 minutes before bed, drink 8 to 10 ounces of room temperature water with a small pinch of mineral-rich sea salt, not table salt. Why sea salt? Because it contains electrolytes like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, which help transport water into your cells. This micro-adjustment enhances overnight hydration and provides the raw minerals needed for cellular repair and hormone synthesis. Now, let's introduce another scientific powerhouse, beetroot juice. Beets owe their benefits to a unique compound called dietary nitrate, which the body converts to nitric oxide. This molecule is fundamental to cardiovascular health. It helps relax arteries, reduce blood pressure, and optimize circulation. A study by the University of Exeter found that men over 50 who consumed beetroot juice daily improved muscle efficiency and reduced the oxygen cost of exercise in under a week. Improved nitric oxide levels at night can enhance blood flow while you sleep, supercharging your body's natural healing cycles. Take Victor, age 65. A lifelong runner, he noticed his endurance slowing and recovery lagging. He added just 5 to 7 ounces of beetroot juice to his pre-bed routine. The results? More restorative sleep, quicker muscle recovery, and a noticeable lift in morning energy. Beetroot doesn't need to taste earthy or pungent. Many prefer cold-pressed options or powdered beetroot mixed into water for convenience. What matters is consistency, not volume. Regular use primes the body for nightly repair. Still with me? Good, because here's another remarkable tool, tart cherry juice. This isn't just a sleep aid, it's a full hormonal regulator in liquid form. Tart cherries are naturally high in melatonin, the hormone responsible for initiating healthy sleep cycles. But more than that, they also influence cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food revealed that tart cherry juice reduced cortisol levels significantly, important because elevated evening cortisol diminishes testosterone, impairs memory, and contributes to restless sleep. In practical terms, tart cherry juice promotes calm, supports hormonal equilibrium, and reduces inflammation, the silent culprit behind joint pain and fatigue in men over 50 and above. Dose carefully. Consume 4 to 6 ounces approximately 1 hour before bed. It's naturally sweet, so moderation is key, especially if you're managing blood sugar levels. Diluting with water or combining with a magnesium drink is perfectly fine, and that brings us to the next piece. Magnesium is perhaps the most overlooked mineral for men's health, yet it plays over 300 critical biochemical roles in the human body, from regulating nerve function and blood sugar to controlling inflammation and supporting testosterone synthesis. According to the NIH, up to 70% of men over 60 aren't getting enough magnesium, whether due to dietary gaps, medications, or poor absorption. So how does magnesium support you before bed? It relaxes smooth muscle tissue, lowering blood pressure and easing tension. It contributes to serotonin production, which indirectly supports melatonin creation. Most importantly, it promotes deeper, reparative sleep, essential for peak testosterone output during stages 3 and 4 of your sleep cycle. Magnesium glycinate or citrate are preferred forms before bedtime, typically 200 to 400 milligrams depending on your tolerance. Always consult your physician before initiating supplements, especially if you're taking antihypertensives or blood thinners. Now, here's the potent closer of your nighttime repair ritual. Slow digesting protein, specifically casein or collagen. Protein is not only for bodybuilders, it's your primary substrate for tissue regeneration, immune function, and hormonal health. While fast-absorbing proteins like whey serve a role post-exercise, consuming slow-release proteins like casein before bed ensures your body has the amino acids it needs all night long to rebuild muscle and preserve lean mass, an important advantage as we age. In fact, a study from Maastricht University demonstrated that older males consuming 30 to 40 grams of casein protein before sleep showed improved muscle retention and strength over an 8-week period. You might mix 1 scoop of casein into water or unsweetened almond milk. If you're seeking a gentler option, collagen peptides are excellent too, especially for supporting joint health and skin elasticity. Take Tom, age 70. Despite regular workouts, he was losing strength. After adjusting his nightly regimen to include beetroot juice and casein protein, his energy, muscle tone, and sleep quality notably improved within weeks. Small changes, compounded results. Let's take a moment to weave this together. A glass of water with sea salt improves cellular hydration. Beetroot enhances circulation and oxygen delivery. Tart cherry juice suppresses cortisol and supports melatonin and testosterone. Magnesium calms the nervous system and promotes deep repair. Casein or collagen provides fuel for cellular rebuilding. Together, they form a powerful bedtime restorative protocol, science-backed and proven by real men. But timing is critical. As we age, our bladder sensitivity increases. Drinking heavy fluids right before lying down can interrupt sleep with unnecessary awakenings, breaking those critical deep sleep cycles where testosterone is made. That's why all these drinks should be consumed ideally 60 to 90 minutes before bed, giving your body time to absorb and eliminate any excess fluid before you turn out the lights. Now, before creating your own nighttime regimen, remember that bio-individuality matters. Beetroot juice may not be appropriate if you're on nitrate-based medication for heart conditions. Tart cherry juice, although natural, contains sugars that diabetics must account for. Magnesium, though powerful, may react with certain prescriptions. So please review these strategies with your healthcare provider to ensure safe integration into your unique health profile. Let me share one final story that captures this message perfectly. Jeremy, 72, had retired with no major illnesses, yet he felt worn down, mentally sluggish, and physically uninspired. His words were, "My engine just wouldn't start anymore." He began simply, with magnesium and cherry juice before bed. Within 3 weeks, his message to us was, "Someone turned the lights back on." That clarity, that pep, that renewed strength, it came from supporting his body during the hours of rest. 3 months later, beetroot and protein joined the regimen. At his next physical, his blood pressure improved, his labs looked better, and for the first time in years, he reported sleeping through the night consistently. His secret wasn't youth, it was commitment, and that brings me to you. The men who thrive into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, those still climbing mountains, mentoring, running businesses and families, they don't rely on luck. They lean on discipline. They understand that how they treat the hours before sleep determines how they rise the next morning. So, here's your next step. Start with one of these strategies tonight. Sea salt water, magnesium, cherry juice. Choose one. Let your body respond, observe, then begin to layer. Because each night can either be a countdown to decline or a launch pad for strength, clarity, and renewal. And if this resonated with you, even just one part, subscribe, because what you do in the first 30 minutes after waking is just as important. In our next session, we'll unpack the exact morning approaches to keep your testosterone optimized, your joints mobile, and your mind razor sharp. Make this night count, because tomorrow depends on it. Stay strong, stay sharp, and never settle for just getting older.